JD Vance caused quite a stir in Canada, but the fact of the matter is, he's right. He's responding to this. What happened in Canada will be studied by many historians and economists as the prime example of self destruction of an otherwise prosperous nation after blindly following left ideology. And it happened fast. It happened in 10 years. Electing Justin Trudeau, a virtue signaling drama teacher, we allowed Canada to be remade in his image, in his shallow, stupid image, in his shallow, anti-Western, anti-Canada, anti-reason image, in his radical far-left image. It takes a decade to wreck a country, it turns out. That's our lesson to the world as a cautionary story. Canada's living standards growth is even worse than Britain's. So what do we got? There's Canada down here. US is still going up. Even under Biden, it was still going up. UK, we're even worse than the UK at this point. And UK is in serious trouble, by the way. There's been talk of an IMF bailout just recently. So JD Vance responds to this, and he says, while I'm sure the causes are complicated, it's actually not that complicated. Canada went radically progressive. We elected a radical progressive drama teacher clown to run the country because he was going to legalize pot. That's basically what happened. While I'm sure the causes are complicated, no nation has leaned more into diversity is our strength. We don't need a melting pot. We have a salad bowl. Immigration insanity than Canada. Yeah, we have had the highest per capita immigration in the world. It has the highest foreign-born share of the population in the entire G7, and its living standards have stagnated. Well, if you include all of the foreign students and the foreign, the temporary foreign workers who are supposed to, some people, lefties won't count that in the stats because they're going to go home. It turns out they don't. They don't go home. But if you count all of it, yeah, it's a third of the country right now. And he continues, and with all due respect to my Canadian friends whose politics focus obsessively on the United States, your stagnating living standards have nothing to do with Donald Trump or whatever bogeyman the CBC tells you to blame. The fault lies with your leadership elected by you. And this is just true. Here's the thing to living a successful life and a good life. Recognize that the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free, right? You can only improve by not lying to yourself, by not making excuses. The truth will set you free. Recognize the truth. Interrogate the truth. Recognize it. Accept it. Love the truth. Because if you want to get yourself out of a hole, you've got to know why you got into the hole in the first place. This is something that Canada roundly rejected in the last election. After almost a decade of just maddening stupidity. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. We're not ready to quit drinking yet. We're not ready to quit smoking crack yet, right? One more time. Just one more go. We got a new dealer, Mark Carney. He's a banker, so he'll fix everything. Yeah. The fault lies with our leadership, elected by us. Not me. I sure as hell didn't vote for any of those clowns. I certainly didn't vote for the liberal clowns. Absolutely not. But yes, it's a decade of lunacy. A decade of total and complete lunacy. That is what has done it. It's not Donald Trump. Trump has played a very small part in this, a tiny part in this. And it's certainly not JD Vance's fault. So Viva Fry says living standards have not stagnated. They have utterly collapsed. More homeless people over 50 than ever. Nobody can afford a home. Record levels of childhood poverty. Greatest rates of government-sanctioned murder, what the government cutely refers to as MAID, medical assistance in dying, which they want to give to people just for depression as well, amazingly. Canada's also a cautionary tale on MAID as well. Let's see, foreign infiltration in government, 15% of Canadian MPs born outside of Canada. There's an obvious problem with that. At 22% of Canadians born outside of Canada. Again, if you count all of the people that are supposedly here temporarily, it's actually a third of the country. It is societal collapsing levels of diversity. Diversity. They've been telling us that that's the key to a strong economy for a long time now, and it turns out they lied. It's just demonstrably untrue. So they'll keep telling us that though, because they know there's a lot of Canadians that are dumb. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Please like, share, and subscribe. Subscribing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.